Hey guys, so today we have a very special guest, Divisha, and she has lost a lot of weight. Where again, once she is going to talk about herself and she's going to talk about her entire journey with TYB and her life, not only just with TYB but also personal life, professional life, with her family, what she used to be before and what she is now. First of all, she is looking so beautiful, and today is Diwali. So happy Diwali to all of you and happy Diwali to Divisha as well.
Thanks.
So Divisha, tell me about yourself.
Happy Diwali first, yeah.
Thank you, thank you.
So I am actually an IT specialist. I work in audit and I support audit. So the hours when it comes to working, during busy season we work 16 hours.
Wow.
So that's basically practically now October is our busy time where we start off, and then we go until March, April. So we're working from 8 a.m. to 12 a.m. and it's very crazy.
Wow, wow.
But I think what helps me going with my work is training in the morning.
Yes.
So even if I sleep at 12 and I know that I have training in the morning, I know that the training will get me starting work at 8 a.m. again.
That's amazing.
So,
Let's start from the beginning. That first of all, why did you join TYB?
So I will not lie, I have tried every possible diet in this entire world. I have tried starving myself. In fact, I started transforming when I was 16 years old because I was really fat as a kid, and my parents wanted me to be healthy and everything. So we started this diet where I was just having 600 calories in a day.
Oh my God, 600 calories, that's it?
Yes. And I lost quite a lot. I lost around 23 kilos then. But naturally now, if you lose weight through starvation, it's very hard to maintain.
Yeah.
And then I went to university, and of course, naturally, I gained, I lost. I tried using this 600 calorie diet there also, but it was not a good sustainable lifestyle. Again, I came back, I tried this other diet where I was eating, but again, it was not much and there was no exercise. So it was never like a long-term thing that I could commit to. And when I heard about training and everything, I was like, you know what, let's just give it one shot, because I have trained before, but I could never stay consistent.
Yeah, exactly.
Because at the time, first of all, you're relying on your parents, and they have to also understand. But when it came to, when I heard about you, it was the perfect time. I was earning for myself. There was no major expenses in my life. And I thought, why not invest in myself for once and see how it goes.
Exactly. So that's how you started.
Exactly.
So you think like that was the right investment?
It was a perfect investment. Even now, my parents are like, do you still want to keep going? I was like, yes, of course. Like, I've changed my life.
You have changed so much. You look so pretty and mashallah, so beautiful. So how was the first meeting when you met me first time?
Yeah.
So how was the experience?
That was really nice. In fact, I remember coming very helpless and thinking that I'm not sure whether, because I remember I had started a year ago exactly. Like I think I had started in November.
Yeah.
November and I was at my peak busy season again, where I was sleeping at 12, waking up at 6.
Yeah.
It was very bad. So I was very scared whether I'll be able to commit to it. And somehow I was really fortunate. That's why I think I had started off with 10 sessions just to see whether I'd be able to do it or not. And my parents told me that I get it that you're doing it with 10 sessions, but if you really want to commit, you have to do 50. Yeah. So that's how I changed it, and I was very happy and everything was going great. Till I hit a really rough patch in my life where I got kidney stones.
Yes, exactly.
And that's when my diet was a toss, because I was in hospitals. Now you can't really have food you're not having diet food, you're having whatever they give you. So I was on liquids. It was very different diets, and it was a really painful time of my life where I couldn't even work out, because there was a time where I even went for my session, and right after my session I fell in the gym.
Yes, I remember that.
And I could not get up, and I remember the team coming and helping me and getting me up and getting me to, I remember cancelling a few sessions just because I reached there and I got my pains, and it was really painful. But I was really blessed that the team was cooperative. They didn't say anything like, oh no, you're here, let's train you, nothing.
No, of course, because you're in so much pain, and we can't do that.
Yeah, so
Exactly.
I was very happy with the support that I received at the time, and even I think I had reached out to my Aziba, who was my nutritionist at the time, and I told her we need to change my diet because the diet that I was given was not suiting my kidney stone. Like, it was something I could not eat.
Yes, yes.
So we had to change everything up, but I got all the support that I required.
That's great.
But regardless, I usually, because I'm not feeling like mentally I was not well through going through so much, I just didn't feel like even sticking to the diet. But touch wood, just because we had those weight check-ins,
Yes.
I would never go overboard. Just because I knew, I have to show my
Thursday
weight.
is coming.
Exactly.
The weight check is coming. As today is also Thursday.
Exactly. And I checked my weight today, even though we know it's Diwali. I know the good thing with the whole experience was that regardless of the weight fluctuations that happen, I know for a fact that I will get back on track, and like the weight check-ins are there, so you're very conscious about those things.
Yes, yes.
And even if you cheat, it's like, okay, that whatever's gonna happen, you will go back on track.
Exactly.
So I'm very happy that I have that.
How do you think about, how did you manage to stay consistent? What was, I mean, of course, majority of my clients, almost all of them, they stay consistent, but they were never consistent before.
Yeah.
So what is that switch that happened that suddenly you are so consistent?
I feel it was just the happiness that I was getting. Some of it, like my parents have actually filled that in me of being a very morning person. So when I got that, because I had to get up and go for training, that my life has just become that. And whenever I wake up, even days I don't have session or if I have my off day, I'm naturally awake at 5 a.m.
Yeah, exactly.
And it just gives me a happiness.
That's a biological clock, your body sets at that time and then you wake up.
Like today, I didn't have a session, I had a off from office also, and I was awake, and I was so happy that I was awake at 5 a.m. because it gives you the whole day.
Yes.
So I'm one of those people that you ask them to wake up at 4 a.m. she'll be really happy to.
Superb. And you also mentioned that your parents always wanted you to be in a good shape and healthy, live a healthy life, which you started following the diet very early.
Yeah.
And how do they feel now that you are so consistent and you are sticking to your plan and you keep changing, keep transforming, and still there's a lot more to go. So how do they feel now?
So my mom is very happy. My mom is very supportive also. My dad is one of those people who'll come and be like, oh no, why don't you eat sweets? Oh no, why don't you eat this? Because he feels like somewhere or the other he feels like his kid is kind of like, though I've explained to him that it's not that I'm losing out on anything in life. I'm very happy with whatever I'm doing. But he just has that feeling. But I think overall they're both very happy. In fact, my mom, she sees my pictures and she's like, oh my god, I never thought my daughter would look like this.
That's
Though
amazing.
she's seen me that way, I have been thin before, but I think she's forgotten how I used to look, and she's not seen me in this physique for a really long time, 4-5 years.
That's so beautiful to to make your parents proud, and especially not just proud, but because they have worked so hard to raise you and to give you all that you required while growing up, and just to give them the feeling that yes, you are living a good life. Yes, you're living a healthy life. That's such a good feeling, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and after your kidney stone, you also have the knee issue, and
so actually,
how you managed to train with all that, and how was the support from the team side?
So actually, I think the knee issue started because it was not cause of the challenge, but I'm over this thing.
Yeah, you overdo it.
I overdo things. So we started off the challenge, which was going perfectly. I was consistent. I was very happy that I could stay consistent with my cardio. I think that is what pushed me to stay consistent. Where the challenge started.
Challenge happened, yes.
Because I think after kidney stones, it was very hard.
And the whole challenge part, actually, I wanted to do it because I wanted people to commit for 4 months.
Exactly.
I could have created a challenge for 3 days also, for 1 week also.
Yeah.
But it's too short.
Yeah.
There's one thing I want every year to happen, and inshallah it will happen. That's the whole idea. That every year, 4 months, you will have a TYB transformation challenge, and in the future you will see, as I said before also, that if people will come and fly from all over the world and take part and stay here in Dubai for 4 months and they transform, so that you can transform in 4 months.
Exactly. So I think that's when it happened, and I overdid it. It was not because of any training or anything. It was me dancing at home where I overdid it, where there was no I was just me doing my thing. So that's where it kind of hit me, and I had ligament tear on both my knees. That to grade 2 tear, so it was really close. It was bad. So and then I think last 2 weeks before the challenge, 30th October, I think an office chair also fell on my knee. and I kind of there was a muscle injury plus a strain. So doctor gave me 2 weeks off, but from training and everything. But I really recovered well, like because I have been training so well that I think recovery also kind of is a very key factor to whoever does the challenge. That is my really like thing that you really need to recover, and that's what you kept emphasizing on through the challenge.
Yeah, exactly.
Through the challenge. So
that's the reason why we gave the, you know, like you have to sleep 7 hours.
Exactly.
And you know, I keep telling people, but the thing is, like the majority of my clients, they don't understand it so well. But now, inshallah, they will understand that as much if you want your body to perform, you need to recover.
Exactly.
You need to pamper your body. You need to take care of your body. You need to help your system so that next time when you perform, you are better. And now you will see next challenge you will be much better.
Yeah, because I've learned so much during this challenge. I know what are the like.
Exactly.
I know I'm going to learn more next challenge.
We are going to have trials for the advanced and beginner level, and you will, of course, someone like you will come in advanced, and you have now 5-6 months to prepare to give the trial.
Yeah.
And the bigger challenge will be for the advanced people, and the majority of my clients who have competed this year will be competing in the advanced one. That's for the new ones will be for beginners. Okay. Now, can you please tell me about how do you manage your I mean, as you said, your work life is very busy.
Yeah.
You work 16 hours a day. How do you manage your diet? Do you carry your food? Do you cook yourself? Your mom cooks it for you? How do you carry? How do you eat on time?
So I'm very blessed that I have parents who help me out, and the fact that I think my mom is also like taking care of me, that okay, I know that this is the time that she needs her food. And even if I'm like on calls and very busy and I'm running around, I've also seen like, you know, my colleagues who are actually trying to transform with me. Even like us with meetings, it's never that, okay, even if my mom's busy, I can get up from my meeting, listening to the calls, just go cook something, come back, eat. You don't have to like, just because, you know, like, you don't have to compromise on time.
Exactly.
Even if I'm in office, you know, and we know that, okay, our lunch break is at 1 and you cannot get up, I'll eat it at my desk only, and I'll be like, it's okay, because I'm in a conference table,
okay.
so I'm alone and there's no one around me. So because of COVID, that's a blessing again, that, you know, there's social distancing, so I can eat like without anyone seeing me. But I'm very happy that I take my tiffin with me. I'm prepared for the day. If I come back, I'll eat, and anyways, like the day is so long that you start off at 5, come back at 8 or 9 from office, and you're very sleepy and you go to sleep.
Amazing.
So yeah.
And how's your weekends like? Because you know, like in Dubai, the biggest issue with people is like the weekends, because weekends they go all off track and everything, they enjoy, and then 2 days they celebrate and then try to overcome, you know, like that.
So I won't lie, my parents are also like, we don't like it that you're not like eating out with us every weekend, and that's a issue that me and my dad always face with each other. But I tell them, why don't we go for a walk?
Exactly.
And we've actually switched from that. My mom was very happy, because before, me and my dad were both like, no, we'll stay at home, we're not going out.
Beautiful.
And now, because of the challenge or whatever, we used to go to the gym. My dad would never enter the gym, just because I'd be like, oh no, I need to do my 7 kilometers today. They would come with me and they'd be really happy doing them. And you know, in fact, my dad was also like, look how many kilometers I did today.
Beautiful. And that's why I say, like, the transformation is not just for you.
Yeah.
It's for your family, it's for your friends, it's everyone around you. One person cannot get transformed.
Exactly.
You have to convince others to do it. You have to. Because if it's only you can change your life, but you still have to live with people. You still have to live with your family, you have to live with your friends, you cannot leave them. So instead, when you know that this is so good for you, it helps you, why not to help others? Why not to motivate others? Why not to inspire others and take everyone along with you? But when you know this is good for your body, this is good for your mind, this is good for your health, this is good for the next generation, this is good for everyone, then why not just to promote it and, you know, like, help other people?
One more thing I'd like to add is that even if your friends are not supportive, you know then that which friends are close to you, which are not.
Exactly. Wow.
Because if your friends are like, I have had like issues with friends, they're like, oh, you're busy and you're doing your challenge, you're not even remembering us. I was like, you are supposed to understand, you're supposed to be supportive and not say that, oh no, you're not meeting us. You're supposed to be like, oh, we haven't met, let's go for a jog.
Wow.
You know, that just, and I have had friends who have actually told me, you know, we want to meet you, you have a 7 kilometer, do you want to go for the walk, that even I do 8 kilometers with you? And that day we did go
Amazing.
for a walk for
Amazing.
8 kilometers.
No, amazing. That's such a beautiful, everything, whatever I heard from you is just so good. And it makes me feel really proud of you and proud of what the whole team is doing. And, like that's the reason why we are doing this video, so that, people can actually understand what goes behind the scene when someone is trying to get transformed. And inshallah, you will reach further and you will reach like the next level,
Yeah.
your goal weight also, and you will compete next year, and inshallah you may win, inshallah. So guys, that's it. This is about Divisha and her story, and as you can see that how good she is looking once again because you are looking amazing, and how she is inspiring other people, and how much she is doing, not only just inspiring but also like changing lives of her own parents. That's a very good way to give back to those who have always done for you,
Yeah.
like your parents and your friends. And one thing which you said is so true, that you find out that who real friends are when they actually support you and when they don't. So it's beautiful, guys. So thank you so much for paying attention and giving your time to watch amazing Divisha's story. Thank you.
Thank you.